Um, Good morning, ma'am. My name is Crispin Dave Sericania, BS Criminology, third year. So, Article 3, Bill of Rights of 1987, 1987 of the Philippines of Constitution. So, Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. Section 2. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, whatever nature and for any purpose, shall be inviolable, and no search warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complaint, and the witnesses may be produced, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Section 3. um, the privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon the lawful order of the court, or when the public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Any evidence obtained in violations of this or preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose, any proceeding. Section 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expressions, or the praise or the right of the people, peaceably to assemble and petition to the government for redress of grievance. Section 5. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise free exercise free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. Section 6. The liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall be the right to travel be impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health, as may be provided by law. Section 7. The right of the people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions. As well as to government research data used as basis for policy development shall be afforded the citizens subject to such limitations as may be provided by law. Next is Section 8. Section 8 is the right of the people, including those employed in the public and private sectors to form uniform association or societies for purposes nor contrary to law shall not be abridged. Next is Section 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. Next is Section 10. No lawful impairing the obligation of contract shall be passed. Next is Section 11. Uh, uh, free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Next is Section 12. Any person under the investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel privately of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the service of counsel, he must be provided with one. These rights can't be waived except in writing and in the presence of counsel. Next, no. Next is no torture, force, violation, threat, intimidation, or any other means um, which the free will shall be used against him. Secret detention, places, solitary, um, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detention are prohibited. Any conviction or admission obtained in violation of this or section 17 shall be inadmissible in evidence against him. Next is um, section ano um, the law shall provide for penal and civil sanctions for violation of this section, as well as compensation to and rehabilitation of victims of torture or similar practices and their families. Next is section 13. All persons except those charged with offenses and punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall for conviction be valuable by sufficient sureties or release or recognizance as may be provided by law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the right of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. Next is section 14. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and counsel, to be informed um, to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation against him, to have a speedy, impartial, and public trial, to meet the witnesses face to face, and to have compulsory process to secure the attendance of witness and the production of evidence in his behalf. However, after arraignment, trial may be proceed notwithstanding the absence of the accused, provided that that has been duly notified and his failure to appear in unjustifiable. Next is section 15. The privilege of the right of habeas corpus shall be not be suspended except in cases of invasion or rebellion when the public safety requires it. Number 16. All persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Number 17. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Next is section 18. No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspiration. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except as a punishment for a crime where the party shall have been duly convicted. Next is section 19. Excessive fine shall not be imposed, nor cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment inflicted, neither shall the death penalty be imposed, unless for compelling reasons involving crimes the Congress after provide for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to 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 Roy to reclusion perpetua. Section 20. Um, no person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of poll tax. Section 21. No person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act is punished, uh, a law, an ordinance, conviction, or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. And last section is section 22. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted. That's all. Thank you.